Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Julie Floyd. Tonight we have Aevin Dugas and Erikajoy Gardner.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Avid, and that's absolutely right. It's rather difficult whenever you're coming into transition mode. So I totally understand why anybody would be here trying to figure out exactly what it is that they are supposed to do or what they should do with their hair. But not just doing people's hair, but getting them to love their hair, um, and just understand how to um, continue to have those nice styles that they're looking for, or even color or whatever it is that they want to do, but without damaging their hair. Because I noticed a lot of people have gotten away from relaxers now because of the danger and whatnot, and they've gotten to do other methods that have altered their hair permanently. So with those other methods that they've used, maybe you realize, you know what, this is making my hair entirely too straight, and I just want to know what my hair looks like. The maintenance of this is just not for me anymore. What does my natural hair look like? I want you to love your natural hair no matter what comes out of your scalp. Even if you're scared, just let it, just trust the process. So where stem cells are concerned, you have your catagen, your anagen, and your telogen stage. And you probably have heard this before, okay? The telogen stage is when the hair has grown to the point where it was going to grow, and then it's time for it to shed. You'll see a white bulb at the end of the hair strand. That hair is not shedding or breakage, it's not hair loss. It is the telogen stage of your hair. As long as you see that white bulb, you're in good condition. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. So
Right.
you have to make sure that you do all you can. It starts internally. So internally, that means again, loving yourself. We're getting back to that again. I understand better than anybody else, okay? Loving sweets. Thankfully, I can't have cake anymore unless it's gluten free.
That's my thing. But from a scientific point of view, you tell me why coconut oil is not good for your hair. Tell me,
So that's
Rob.
precise. That's precisely why. And here's something that people need to look at as well. When you have shampoos and conditioners that are on, well, shampoos in particular that are on the shelf today that are marketed as vegan and cruelty free and all natural. When you read on the back, there's something called olefin sulfate 14 or 16. And when you look on the back, that's basically coconut derivative, right? So it derives from a coconut, which is why they can say, well, this shampoo is all natural. Put it on your hair and see what happens. Your hair will be dry. You will have such a squeak on your hair, it won't even be funny. And your hair will remain dry no matter
Yes.
what else you put on it. So that's something to think about. If a shampoo has that much chelating ability and it's supposed to be natural and it has coconut in it, why would you think that coconut oil would do much of anything for your hair? So, from a scientific standpoint, what happens with coconut is the molecules in the oil are much too big to even fit through the cuticle layer of the hair. So, if you have the molecules that are too big to fit through the cuticle layer of the hair, it's doing exactly what you said. It's just sitting on the outside of the hair, just creating a buildup. A nice buildup is all you're getting.
Yeah.
So I'm totally against the coconut oil. I'm definitely for you moisturizing the ends of your hair. However,
We learned our lessons.
we learned
Some
a
of us,
lesson.
we learned our lessons.
Yeah.
A lot of it is common
So
sense, though. You just have to really think about it. Like before you put this on my hair, like let me. No, I'm not gonna put this on my hair. Look at it. Does
exactly.
this look like something that needs to be on your hair? When it's like you drop it and it sounds like a brick on the ground, don't put that on you.
So I did do my hair in a style that someone would typically wear to transition. I'm not transitioning, but I figured this would be a good example. So what I did is I actually put, even though this is very similar to my natural curl pattern, what
Mm-hmm.
I did is I put some flexi rods in my hair and sat under a dryer. And this was the outcome. And then I pinned up the sides, or the first
Can we
couple
see the
days I
side?
just
Can we
wore
see
it
the
as
side? Can
is.
we look? Can
But
we?
then
All
I
right.
pinned up the
Okay.
side today.
Mm-hmm.
So there's things that you can do to your hair. Now, I'm not gonna pull this all the way down because I don't want you to. Well, no, I you know what? In fact, I am, because when you're transitioning, That's about right. So
Right.
when you're transitioning out, you still have your straight hairs at the end. You might even have
Yes.
longer hair than this when you're transitioning out. And then what you can do is these cute little styles like this, and eventually just slowly trim off those straight
Yes.
ends if that's what you're doing. Now, if you're fully natural, then of course you can do this kind of stuff and do other things with your hair as well. But when you are transitioning, I would say flexi rods are your best friend. Listen, if your ends are broken and you got zigzags going through, like if your
Yes.
stylist blow dries or straightens everything and you got zigzag, chop it all off. Just chop it
Yeah.
off, start over again, like rip the band-aid off. You are not helping the situation by continuing on with all the breakage and everything. You're actually going to make it worse. And then your transition period, you're going to really dislike it.
I
Just chop
agree.
it off. But if everything is healthy, go ahead and transition slowly.